don't know what song this is, but I like it. Okay.
It is Pokemon Battle Revolution Crystal Coliseum.
Alright. Run!
Everyone at Ion.
Yeah, I'm gonna ping Ion.
There he is. Good.
Oh,
So I
Ion.
had to take care of something. I'm here.
Take care.
What did you have to take care of?
Are we on stream right now?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Goggles. Don't we have to be in general so that it shows like us talking?
I say go to general in the chat. Don't come to music. Music when we go to do weakness. Ah, it's too late anyways. Ah, look at that. A bunch of sheeps. They're like sheeps. I'm telling you, they're like sheep. Hello, Hantaro and Yahoo Fan 33. Hello, how you doing? How you doing, man? Ah, these people don't understand basics. Anyways. Alright. We shall begin momentarily. I just gotta get some shoutouts out. Let's see, that's there. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Done. Okay, let's see. What else do I need? Oh yeah, Twitter. Twitter. Go. Done. Now, what else do I need to do? Nothing, I guess. Okay. Alright. It's time for us to move on to the area. Motherfucker! Okay. There we go. Alright. Seriously, that's how long that song lasted? Huh. Hey, Samurai Trainer Z. Alright. I think we got everything done. Now then, it's time for us to move on to the location of them. The morons. I'm just kidding, I like them all. Alright, so let's move over there.
This next Pokemon video, because if you and Raph retweet it, because you're in it, I could probably get some subs from that. It just depends if I get that out here or not.
I'll subscribe to you, Alex.
Alright, we're good now. We're finally good.
PokeChat Live.
We're live.
Mode here. I make cringe videos about renting girlfriends. How are you?
Shut the fuck up.
Dang it, Alex. This is why we need to talk about you being in PokeChat.
Sorry, guys.
Alright, before we begin, first off, how's the audio going so far?
It's going. Okay.
I'll open up a live chat so I can see if anyone asks any questions.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so, to those of y'all who are new here, welcome to the PokeChat Live. Every Saturday, although we've been lazy for the last few
Don't
weeks.
say lazy. Say that we are personally busy. It's more professional.
We're personally busy
Yeah.
and it's unprofessional as hell, especially because of Xano.
Excuse me?
What
What did I do?
You know what you did. You know what you did. Anyways.
Yeah, you want to do the north law.
Enlighten. Shut up, we don't talk about that here.
Anyways. Alright. Here we have Alex.
Yeah.
Cora Blitz.
Hello.
Red Rose.
Hey,
Shiny Zoroark.
What's up?
And Xano.
Greetings.
Who?
Exactly. Who?
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 Who? Comrade.
Anyways.
Said it, okay?
Alright. So, here's what the plan is for today, fellas. Today we're going to do double reviews, the Mewtwo stuff, and the newest episode. Since when I opened Discord up, I realized I set the screenshots for last week, but we couldn't get around to it because I don't know what happened last week. I think I just lost track of time. But we're going to do double reviews, and after that, I'm going to resume on my Emerald LP, and you guys are welcome to stick around to watch that.
Yeah, I mean, well, in that meantime, we can north law.
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
Don't you dare, Xana. Oh my god, Alex, do you hear this guy? He's already getting ready to ruin everything. Like, my god.
But
I make everything better.
No, you don't. If you did, we would have. I mean, to be fair, if Xana was actually good, we probably would have been, like, 6th gen by now.
Sorry that Agent Calamity came out last week. Blame it.
Oh, that game is literally the worst game.
Alright. Let's get started with the first topic of the Mewtwo episode. So, let's get to the review. Alright, this episode begins like a movie. I'm going to say it right now. It starts like a movie with the world of Pokemon. And when it does that, it's supposed to be like a little like glimpse of the animate world, even though we already got that. Anyways, Sakuragi states that there's been Mew energy sightings, okay, on the mysterious island. No, it's not New Island. That was confirmed, Tally. So Ash and Go decides to investigate it. When they go out and investigate it, Ash does some stupid shit, which he should have gone out if he had Dragonite, stupid fuck. And they fall from a waterfall. Fun fact, I think this is a nice little reference to what happened in the first movie. Anyways, once that happens though, they'll saved by mysterious Pokemon known as Mewtwo. Ash recognizes Mewtwo, thank God. And Mewtwo, we don't know if he recognizes Ash or not. So
He never states that if he knows him or not. Like he does the eye thing, like he does a sudden nod, but he doesn't call him by the name. He doesn't say, "Oh, you're the Charizard trainer that I wrecked all those years ago."
Yeah.
Nah, they left it ambiguous.
Yeah, but anyways, so after that, Ash and Go decide to fight, but before that fight begun, Go states his goal to Mewtwo, and Mewtwo, like many of us on the internet, questions how the fuck does Go's path help him reach to catch Mew? And his correct answer, I don't fucking know. It's been like 2 weeks since I saw this episode. Anyways, Lucario incinerates Go into action because of course they would, because it's not like we have Dragonite, Gengar, Farfetch, Flygon. Anyways, the two basically have a fight, and obviously Mewtwo overwhelms them because it's Mewtwo. It's like fighting Jiren. You're fighting a brick. Only this brick has a personality. Eat that bitch. And Mewtwo basically and Mewtwo basically ends the fight winning and sends Go and Ash back home to Sakuragi. They have the memories kept, and that's how the episode basically ends. Alright. Jesus Christ. Alright, before...
They get wrecked.
We're gonna... What? Oh! It's our friend Media Nut.
Hold on.
Oh!
Is Mr. Mac and Cheese himself here?
Alright, chill. Just go on next person,
Yeah.
whoever's turn it is.
Alright, so we're gonna start things off.
It would be, okay, according to the list, right?
We're not going with your list, Red Rose.
I don't give a damn about the list, just go to the next person in the call, Kuro, or whoever.
No. Red Rose, you start. Okay, we're gonna sing.
And today I'm not doing 10-page essays because I'm damn tired.
Alex,
What happened?
I think we angered him.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah, Alex, go ahead. Go ahead. Give your thoughts.
This episode was episode was cringe. Okay. Now, obviously, we're not gonna get an awesome flashback to movie 1 like that. I don't care about that. It's just, this is Mewtwo, right? So, first of all, like, it did not act at all like the Mewtwo we knew. Like, I feel like if this is truly movie 1 Mewtwo, he wouldn't be like, oh, let's have a battle. Because, like, he battled Mew in the first movie, but he wasn't, like, I feel like he doesn't, like, love battles or anything, you know? And they really should have specified, like, this is the Mewtwo. And also, like, if you've never watched movie 1, you don't know what a Mewtwo is. You're not going to understand, you know, what's happening. And then the battle itself kind of sucked. I mean, Ash just used Lucario. He has...
Alex, still, someone's saying your audio is really low.
It's low?
Yeah.
Can no one hear me?
But
I can hear you just fine.
I can hear you, but...
Yeah, I can do it.
Goggles, click on my name and turn me up.
Yeah, it's up full blast. That's the issue.
Okay, I'll try and talk louder.
I'm gonna go check on stream and see how it is.
Yell at the top of your lungs.
Okay, but this episode, Ash should have used his other Pokemon. It was dumb that he used Lucario. I know Lucario just evolved, but you've got a type advantage if you use Gengar. But, yeah.
Kinda, because Gengar's also a poison type, so.
Sure.
Turn that to a red, Koro! Turn that to red in Origins!
I did not like this episode. I won't say more because I'm just gonna end up repeating what Ion said in his tweet when the episode came out. So I'll pass on the mic to the next person.
Trey's on the chat. Trey's on the chat right now. Trey, I saw your message on...
Guys,
I saw your
just really quickly, I'm sorry for interrupting, but Alex, your audio does sound kind of low in Goggles' end, but it's not, like, to the point where I can't hear you, so you're fine.
Yeah.
Like, if people want to listen to you, they just have to pay a lot of attention.
Okay, I'm gonna point out right now, Trey's in... I'm gonna point something out right now. Trey's in the chat right now, and he sent me a Discord message saying that he's finally home. So, Trey, get your fucking ass in here, you little fuck. Anyways.
Holy crap.
Nice.
Calm down. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Pokemon!
I'm gonna move over to my computer. Hopefully you guys can hear me better.
Yeah, hopefully that can work. Anyways,
Who's next?
Zoro. Zoro, go ahead.
Okay, Mewtwo episode. So, here's the thing. The episode was fine. The episode was average, I would say. But that's the issue. It was average. There was so much potential with this episode. They got us hyped up by saying it was the original Mewtwo. But in the freaking episode, they don't actually do anything to show us that this is the original Mewtwo. Like Ash recognized. They don't do anything to show us that this is the original Mewtwo. It could literally just be a Mewtwo. And we don't know. Like, Ash recognizes that it's a Mewtwo, but Mewtwo doesn't recognize that it's Ash.
Okay,
so, like,
hold on.
Who's to say that this is original Mewtwo? Also, the beginning half of the episode, like before they meet up, kind of ran a little long for my taste. The battle itself was fine. I liked a lot of like the choreography, especially like the foreshadowing for the giant pyro ball.
Okay, hold on. Zorg, I need to stop you real quick because Trey said something. Trey, I was kidding. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. Missed potential. I feel like that's like a recurring theme with like these hype episodes of journeys, like the Ho episode and the Karina episode, and now this episode. It's just all Mewtwo's were created, by the way.
It's shallow continuity.
It's literally this is what I said. This is what I said on Twitter. Pokemon Journeys, and this episode's like a good like, I guess like representation of that. But Pokemon Journeys is just like brain dead continuity. It's just like continuity to get us like hyped for an episode, but it doesn't have any impact on the series. Episode 37 is a good example of like good continuity, but like if you take the episode out, it doesn't really add anything to the series. Still, the episode did what it needed to do. It brought back the characters, added to the Sun and Moon story, and then had some nice little Go development, but like we don't see any of the things Go learned from that episode later. So I mean, maybe we will. It's only been like what 9 or 10 episodes since that Alola episode, but you know,
Yeah,
like,
but Journeys is having this issue of we are starting to have to worry about our favorites returning. Oh well,
Yeah.
Corina, and now Mewtwo. It just sucks.
It's just like like literally every series, someone's like, "Well, I want Serena to return. I want Brock and Misty to return. I want May to return." If they're gonna like botch it like they're doing, I don't want anybody to. I don't want anybody to return.
Basically.
Yeah,
It's just a weird like scenario.
there's the thing you talked about Journeys 37. So when the Moan arc with Lily, Gladion, and Lusamine happens in the Crown Tundra, oh boy, I'm ready to get disappointed. Thank you, Journeys.
And this is why
I'm ready to get disappointed.
and this is why I'm not really looking. I'm not enthusiastic for the Moan plot for real. I'm be honest. Anyways,
Yeah, I'm like this episode just like it was a sour taste after the Darkest Day arc because I really liked the Darkest Day arc, at least. You know, for the most part, there were some like issues towards the end where I felt like the last episode was a bit rushed, but that's not what this podcast is about. This episode just like was a sour taste after the Darkest Day arc, and it kind of like it threw me off. I guess it could have been a lot better. Like literally, like if they had like condensed the beginning section to make it like a little shorter, and then had like Mewtwo like say, you know, hey, I've seen you somewhere or something. You know, just like a small like a nod that this is the original Mewtwo, but they didn't. So I was disappointed by the Mewtwo episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we doing like out of 10 rating?
not yet. Zoro, yeah, Zeno, wake up.
I've been here this entire time.
Hello.
I've been here this whole time. I just think that you guys would appreciate me typing, some scripting a video while I'm here.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot
Okay,
of things I liked. Okay, well, for my thoughts on the episode, there was a lot of things I liked, and there were a lot of things I didn't like. I liked seeing Mewtwo again. I liked the battle. But I feel like this is something that I think a lot of people are realizing, and we've been talking about this earlier. Journeys has continuity. X, Y, and Sun and Moon had very minimal continuity, and Journeys is just giving us all that continuity we want, but it's not in a way where it just works well. Perfect example, in today's episode, they even like blatantly stated, this is the original Mewtwo from the first movie. They're making us up to being this huge big deal, and when Ash says Mewtwo, all Mewtwo does is look at it. Like, clearly, if they were actually going to do this the correct way, he would have said, like, oh, it's you, or whatever, yada yada. Something that would make sense in context of bringing back the original Mewtwo. Now, if you brought back the freaking Mewtwo from the freaking Genesect movie, which I don't know why you would, but then maybe that would make more sense, since that movie isn't canon. But the first movie is canon, and it's related to Mewtwo Returns. It's just looking back on a show that you're writing. It's just good writing, and I feel like Journeys' writing is just it kind of has like it's kind of like an up and down thing. Like the Darkest Day, it went up and then it just skyrocketed down with that Mewtwo episode.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry, but like, I love Go. Like, I love Go. He's one of my favorite characters in the anime. But I feel like they are giving him way too much time here. Because if you look at Go right now, he's getting a lot more development than Ash, which makes sense since it is his. I'm going to be honest. Journeys is more of Go's series than it is of Ash's. And I understand that. I've come to accept that fact. But, like, they either tone Ash down, or they just don't have Ash do much. And I think, while yes, it's good to expand on Go's character, because that was an issue we had beforehand, but we didn't have enough. Now we have too much. And I feel like if they want to not only keep fans happy, they should keep Ash doing more shit. But, like, I'm not saying tone down Go more. I'm just saying make Ash do more, since not only you promoted this series as a dual protagonist series, now you're blatantly it's kind of like tossing the ball towards somebody. So say Ash can go in football. Ash had it in the beginning. He tosses it back. He tosses it to Go. Go's holding it now. Now No, I think they're going to toss it back to Ash, and they're going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But what they need to do is they kind of just like need to like hold the football together. It's kind of like, well, they just need to work. They need to find a way to make sure Go gets the development he needs without Ash taking the spotlight. And Go getting all the development without Ash being died down. But yeah, if I had to give the episode overall, it showed Journey's flaws perfectly. But seeing you two come back in the battle was great. Also, Oshawa's episode automatically gets a 10 out of 10.
Alright. So, I think next... I guess I'll go next, since the other two are going to be chatterboxes. boxes. Alright. This episode... It was okay. That's as much as I can say for real. Like... Okay, first off, I want to point out, they wasted half the episode of Ash and Go's adventure into islands. And that's not even well formatted, because one, why is it that Journeys feels like they need to buff to like nerf Ash down so Goku look good? Like, if you guys remember during the swamp, not the swamp, like when they were like getting to the island, like Ash was sinking in like the water or like the swamp. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you get what I'm trying to say. And Go instantly brings out his Heracross to help out. One, why was that needed? You have a Gengar and a Dragon Knight and a Farfetch. A Gengar getting used Psychic. And two, like, why did we have to go through this adventure when realistically all you guys really gotta do is just fly around? I get it, like, you want to explore a bit more, but still. You spend so much time in that swamp area, and then the Gyarados attacks, and then like...
Yeah, it's an issue that Trinity is having. Like, for example, the only thing Dragonite did in Galar was being transportation. And now, when transportation is required to go into the place on the island where the Mew reading is going on, man, let's just walk. Let's just face danger. That's what we're here for, right?
Yep. But, like, and
which sucks. Like, Dragonite is just at this point, Dragonite is just being Kiawe's Charizard. He's just there to fly and fly only.
And I didn't like Kiawe's Charizard. Actually, I like how it was over now, mine. But still, you got my point. Like, he barely used the Charizard, and now it feels like we're doing the same thing with Dragonite. And flying was more... Fuck you, Go. Anyways. And once we meet up with Mewtwo... It's so vague on whether or not, like, I do accept, like, the fact that this is the same Mewtwo from movie 1. Good. I don't need another dirt fucking Mewtwo out there. Last thing, I don't like the Genetic movie because of that shit they did. So why would I like it the third time? So I'm thankful that it's the first Mewtwo, the movie 1 Mewtwo, rather than them just saying like, oh, another evil team went out to make another Mewtwo go deep in the false souls of me. Anyways, the fight was fine. Like, I don't mind the fight. This was what animated. Obviously, I think Iwami animated this fight. I think, right?
Yeah, he did.
So there was no excuse. Like, the fight looks great, especially if it was with Wani, because he does amazing fights.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can say for it. The fight looked fine. Like, other than the fight, there's nothing else really memorable for me to really say. Like, I don't like how Ash and Go just stuck with using Cinderace and Lucario, and I said Cinderace because if I consider it my favorite Pokemon, I love seeing it.
Yeah, exactly.
I love seeing.
Go has like so many Pokemon. Ash's game. Like, Go could have used like Golurk or something.
Yeah, like
just up there, yeah.
Like, we clearly see that Go brought a bunch of Pokemon like Heracross and Caterpie. Well, the Caterpie can't do much, but Heracross at least can do some type of format of fights. Like, I don't mind when you do, like, the whole, we gotta go down to our last Pokemon type deal, because that's the same stuff we gotta do. like, I don't really like using, like, how Lucario and Cinderace were the only ones to be used in that fight. And Pikachu gets knocked out, which, honestly, at this point in time, I don't really care if Pikachu gets knocked out or not. This thing can go down wherever it wants to.
Yeah, well, Pikachu technically did not faint, and that's the thing. Like, he just, like, he was slammed into a rock and, like, he didn't faint or was out of commission. It's like, okay, Pikachu, it's sideline time. It's Lucario's show now. Like, come on.
Yeah, Lucario goes fuck.
And that's the thing, like, if Pikachu got wrecked and fainted, like, okay, damn, it would give Mewtwo more credibility, but Pikachu didn't faint.
I don't know. But, like, other than the fight, though, there's nothing really long-lasting for me to say this meant something. Especially with the line that Mewtwo says, like, your journey has just begun. Like, okay, first off, I'm so sick and tired of hearing that in Pokemon now. It's like, oh, your journey's just begun. You just begun your journey. It's like, it's 22 years in the series now, and you saying that doesn't really leave any impact on me for you anymore. Like, the anime has said that several times. Even when Ash won the league, he said, I think someone probably said, you just took your first steps, and so, like, you mean to tell me you taking on your first league wasn't the first step? Like, I don't know, like, to me that just feels a cop-out when they say, like, oh, your journey has just begun. And just, blah.
Yeah, well, I think that we need to see, like, the actual word, like, in Japanese. I don't think that Mewtwo was saying, like, your as in individually your to Ash or Go, or your as in to both of them. I think that Mewtwo was saying your as in your journey together as the two of you. It's not your as in it's your beginning to Go or your beginning to Ash. No, it's their beginning together as a group more in depth, you know. I think that the word needs like more depth to it. I think that's what Mewtwo was trying to say. Like, your journey together as a duo is only now just beginning. Like, even though they already saved Galar, but whatever.
Yeah,
that's
right. I'm
trying to sugarcoat the cop out, okay?
I'll say one little interesting detail. I like the Pokemon that was new with Mewtwo because there's some references in there. Like, I know, Coral, you mentioned that the Mareeps are.
Yeah, but that's for when I talk.
Yeah, that's for when you say stuff. So I'll leave it at that. Coral, I'll let you go ahead and talk now.
Okay, so first of all, this episode, I love the episode as an episode, but I don't love the episode as what it was trying to be or what the merchandise and trailers were trying to sell. The cinematic opening, it's amazing. I love it. Lots of legendaries, references, like the Sky Pokemon are Ash's Pokemon of Kanto, Charizard, Butterfree, Pidgeot. We see Grookey, finally. Mew trolled us with Tapu Koko. Amazing. We saw the Unova Dragons and Manaphy. Amazing. We see Mew transforming into a Kartana in the DNA Helix thing, so it is canon that Ultra Beasts, even though they are from other worlds, they are also pawns of Mew. It's like, it's a little sudden thing, but I love it. And then there's the Koharu bit where she's get interested. Oh no, I got late for school, and then we see Yamprin. They go to Sallow Island, and basically Sallow Island just sailed with a O in the end, because lol, cells, DNA, Mew, yada yada. It's not the faraway island from Emerald games, so And then we see Go having this dowsing machine Game Boy Advance orange thingy, etc. to locate Mew's readings. We see a Mankey and a Krabby, two Pokemon that Ash caught in Kanto. Well, at least the Krabby, the monkey, tried to, but then we all know. The quicksand happened, yeah, it had its issues, although Go using the Scatterpiece String Shot as a web shooter was epic. It was amazing, especially with the Spider-Man game now. One thing that I noticed, Go had 6 Pokemon with him, and he caught 2 more. And those 2 were not transferred like in the original, but they weren't called out, so I think it's like in BW when you caught a Pokemon, and you can carry the Pokeball, but it's inactive, like when Ash caught Swaddle in Pinwheel Forest. And maybe that's something like in the games in Let's Go, where you can catch as many Pokemon as you want and you can transfer them where you are without needing a PC box. Or maybe that's an odd, I don't know, but Go never uses more than 6, even though he has more than 6 with him. I like the idea. And then there's Gyarados. And, oh man, and Dugong trying to go to the waterfall. Okay, that was amazing. The soundtrack was great. And now, this is where things start to get interesting, because the Pokemon that Mewtwo is carrying off are Pokemon that are based on animals that were cloned or experimented upon in real life. Mareep, it's Dolly the sheep, the animal that got cloned in real life. That's why we have 2 Mareep. Gen 2. We have, for Gen 3, Skitty. It's about the Wailord breeding. Gen 4, it's Lopunny. No, it's Baniri, because rabbits reproduce like rabbits. Gen 4, it's Patrat. It's a lab rat, a natural rodent. Gen 5, Gen 6, we have Skidoo for breeding for racing and for milk, like how goats are bred in real life. Gen 7, it's Mudspray, because mules are the offspring of horses and donkeys. I like that nod, but I don't like the fact that, Mewtwo, it's great that you are taking care of these Pokemon, but could you at least reference the clones since Ash is there, and then Go simply we all know that Go's goal, at least in theory, is like stupid, but he defends it. And I cannot hate the kid for defending it, and Mewtwo's like, okay, let's test that shit. And they tested Cinderace Quick Attack. It was amazing. Quick Attack basically made Mewtwo like draw back, like the moment when they are colliding, and Mewtwo's not even using a move. He's just like putting the palm on Cinderace's hand. Cinderace like outruns Mewtwo for a moment. Sadly, the Pikachu thing, it's sad. The whole multiple aura spheres, because only one of them is supposed to be real, and maybe that's because aura is everywhere, so the clones can replicate. I don't know. It was amazing. I'm trying to defend the rule of cool. It was amazing. Cinderace using that Pyro Ball to foreshadow the Gigantamax, like how Amber was to foreshadow Pyro Ball. Amazing. Mewtwo using the gigantic Shadow Ball, like the Shadow Mega Mewtwo X on Pokken using the Dark Nova. Mewtwo was about to fucking nuke them to death. And he didn't. But the best part of the episode, even though it was shallow, it was Mewtwo saying that you are naive, immature, but you have potential because of that. And Mewtwo teleports them to Sakuragi at night, like how in movie 1 he did to the trio, like he teleported them back to the old Warp Shore. And this time, Mewtwo did not erase their memories. So this episode, to me, it's like, it has its highs and lows, like, this is cool, but it could have been like that. And on and on and on and on. And that's why, sadly, I cannot give this episode more than a 5, maybe 6 out of 10. But yeah, that's all thing that I have to say. The episode was amazing, but it had a lot to be desired. So 6 out of 10.
Okay, I went to go get a drink and then you guys arrested, so I came back.
That's okay. I'm glad we have you in this podcast, because I don't think anybody in this call or in this chat realized the Pokemon being nods to Pokemon that are experimented on or bred for whatever reason.
And that's why we keep you. And that's why we keep Koro.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Media, your turn.
Koro's the
analysis
today.
All right, my turn.
Yep. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep this short. I'm gonna keep this short and simple. Now,
all right, hold on. Short and simple, like normal short and simple, or Koro short and simple?
No. Believe it or not, believe it or not, this is gonna be short and simple in a way you guys will find familiar. Now, this is a story all about how Mewtwo came in and brought Ash down, and I'd like to take a minute and sit right here and explain how continuity destroys Journey's derriere. So,
the Fresh Prince of Cello Island.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's the same thing everyone said. I'm not gonna go into. I'm not gonna go into the freaking explaining what happened because Kuro and Goggles both did that already. We don't have to explain what happened in the episode again. It's simply they met Mewtwo, he beat them. There was no continuity, and they had a journey while on the way to meet him. That's it. I like Go catching new Pokemon. I'm always happy to see that. I found it interesting, kind of what Zano said, that this episode was very much more focused on Go. Mewtwo was cool to see, but it really was just marketing. That's really it. There's no reason for them to find Mewtwo. There's no reason for Mewtwo to be there. There's nothing big to be expected. We all knew what was gonna happen. We all knew that it was just gonna be a one-time thing, and then bam, gone. We knew Go was not gonna capture Mewtwo. He's not gonna capture 2 legendary Pokemon in a row. And we also already knew that continuity is just a painful thing that the show is lacking. That either whenever continuity happens, they do the minimum, or they just never do it at all. And it's just
Pokemon Journeys. I'm ready to get disappointed.
yeah, the Pokemon Journeys. Why try? No. But with that in mind, the good parts about the episodes is exactly what Zoro and Kuro said. In my opinion, I liked the aspects of the journey of showcasing again specifically Go and how much he's grown. I liked the battle. It was very well done. My favorite part was the double team and Pyro Ball combination thing. That was really cool. And I like that we had a little bit more of a hint of Koharu actually being interested in stuff. That's always nice to see. And besides that, everything else just was eh. That's what it was for me. Eh. It wasn't like angering disappointment. It wasn't like anything like that. It was just because at this point in my mind, I'm just thinking, it's what was I supposed to expect? We all saw this coming. And I think it was during the PokePod with KG that he said it best, which is when it comes to continuity, either go all out or don't have it at all. One of the reasons why people look because I know that people look fondly at shows like I'll use X and Y as an example, where it's like it didn't have continuity, but it had a strong story, and it just followed through with that.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Kalos carried itself.
First.
I want Zano to speak just because he speaks less than me and Kuro combined.
All right.
I was gonna say though, like he's saying straight up facts because yes, XY and Sun and Moon I include in there had very little, especially in XY's case, none. You got one mention of Dawn's Piplup, and that was it.
Yep.
And so like, but still, those are hailed as 2 of the best Pokemon anime series alongside Diamond and Pearl. Like those 3 are the ones most people arguably say are the best. But the funny thing is, only one of those 3 series has the continuity we're looking for in a Pokemon anime. But the difference between XY and Sun and Moon and Journeys is that XY and Sun and Moon, they decided to sacrifice the continuity for a good narrative, give or take, depending on like whatever your like subjective opinion is. But
yes,
right.
No matter what, you could love XY but hate the plot of Sun and Moon. It doesn't really matter. What I'm saying, no matter what you think of the series, it's made abundantly clear they sacrificed the continuity in those shows to have a bigger narrative. And for a lot of people, that worked. Whereas Journeys doesn't have a narrative. And that's its biggest problem.
Yeah.
It has no build-up, no setup. It has literally nothing. It's just a bunch
instead of sacrificing.
Yeah, it's like literally like the writers are literally like, this gets an episode, this gets an episode, this gets an episode.
Instead of sacrificing continuity for a narrative, they're sacrificing a narrative for continuity. See, this is an interesting.
Continuity. That's the problem.
It's interesting that you brought that up because everybody, like, for years since, like, Diamond and Pearl or Black and White ended, we've been asking for more continuity. But now that we're actually getting more continuity, we're realizing maybe they were right to not give us so much continuity.
But the thing is, like, yeah, the biggest problem about continuity, okay, it's just bad. It's just bad.
But yeah, I want to hear what Zoro has to say.
The biggest thing with continuity, right? Like let's say with the Brock and Misty stuff in Sun and Moon, that was good because we got to see Brock and Misty come back, and we got to see what they were doing off screen, and you're shown that they progress as people, trainers, and they progress towards their goals, while not with Ash. But we didn't see that with Karina. We didn't see that. We haven't seen like off-screen progression really with like any of the other characters. With the Sun and Moon game, we saw a little bit, but like it's kind of like, you know, understandable since it's been like just
the only progression that we see is from Lily and Gladio.
With Karina, we didn't see any progression between Karina from the end of XY. In fact, in some way, you could say that we saw like reverse progression, like regression.
She literally got weaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only thing in Journeys that I can see as a little nod of progression, and this is barely seen, it's Chuck, because Chuck's Poliwrath now has Poison Jab. In the games, let me speak. In the games, in every single Pokemon game that Chuck Poliwrath is, there is no game that Chuck's Poliwrath knows Poison Jab. He knows Poison Jab because of Bayleaf.
Yeah.
He's salty. He's salty
And in X and Y, in X and Y, the only sense of continuity that we have, it's basically Steven during the Wallace Cup in the beginning of the Strong Mega Evolution specials, was Steven now being the champion of Owen instead of Wallace. So Steven went from an ambiguous strong trainer from Dewford Caves to now being the champion of Owen. So it's progression, but you cannot notice it because they are not the main focus. Like the focus is not on Steven and Chuck; it's on B and Halan when they show up. They are just there to promote the other candidates.
So then it's a very weird situation, just because when you look at the shows that we mentioned, and we look at Journeys, and we look at like what Zoro said, where for a long time people have been asking for continuity. Now that we have it, it's kind of like, wait, what's going on? This isn't what we expected when it comes to continuity, and it comes to the question of, like, what exactly is it that they're trying? Not only that, but it's also let's say for the sake of it, that no matter what this was going to be the case. The question now is, what exactly is it that they're trying to do here? Because you're using the promotions for the original stuff, Mewtwo being the biggest example this time around, to bring in old fans, but then how are old fans supposed to be happy with this if it's not going to go through with it? Like, it's like, oh, Mewtwo's back, let's come. Like, well, wait, let me finish this one part. Where it's like, Mewtwo.
I want to say something before we end this conversation.
Oh, sure?
No, go ahead. I'll go up to you now. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Okay. Yeah, no, oh, Mewtwo's back, and we can't wait to see him, what's happened, and then it's like, is this even the same Mewtwo? We don't even know. It's heavily hinted. But then it's like, okay, is it... So then the question is it for old fans? Is it for new fans? We can't tell, because with new fans, it's like, who is this Pokemon? Who is this Mewtwo? Why is Ash surprised to see it? It's not catering to anyone, and it's like, and I've heard this argument multiple times. I was like, oh, they're doing it because of ratings, they're doing it because of money, they're doing it, and it's like, I'm sorry, but I want to understand something, because maybe I'm wrong. But then again, I spent a good chunk of my life studying and learning the aspects of filmmaking and and creating stories for these kind of things. And I can't help but feel like if you want to have good ratings, if you want to make money from the series that you're creating, wouldn't it be a good idea to make it, I don't know, good? I'm sorry. It's like wait, that makes no sense. I don't understand that because the person who I think of most when it comes to this is like, I know that TSS likes talking about this. Shout out to TSS, I love you, buddy. Whereas he likes to talk about how it's like, oh, the reason they do this is because of ratings and real life stuff and all this stuff, and it's like, yeah, but if you want people to like your show more, why not you put in the effort of making it good? And what is it that most people seem to like? One of the reasons, okay, let me put in an example. It's not anime, so forgive me, but the MCU, they have nothing but continuity there, with maybe one or two plot holes here and there, and everyone loves it. Everyone loves the continuity, and everyone loves the fact that it's an ongoing story. They can do that with Pokemon, and you can't just be, and from my understanding, again, someone let me know if I'm wrong, because you guys might know this a little bit more than I do. But from my understanding, a good chunk of the people who are working on the show, some of them are new, but not all of them are. Some of them are still from the original, not only just the original
a majority of them are from
writers, but the original cast. And if I remember correctly, like, some of them have to remember, because one thought that came to my head is, oh, maybe it's just the new writing team don't remember some of this stuff that happened, and it's like, wait, no, that's not possible. You want to know why? Because a lot of them are from the original team. And if it's not the case, again, let me know if I'm wrong. You could always look back. You can always look back at the projects, because again, that's what they do with Marvel. They look at the old comics, or in Pokemon's case, look at the games, look at the original series, look at the previous series with Ash. Yes, there's thousands of episodes, but look at the things that matter. You're bringing back a certain Pokemon, all you gotta do is watch one movie. And that's about an hour long. Or, I don't know. It's just a weird...
Exactly. And I just want to say one more thing before we end this conversation.
Yeah. I'm done. I talked to you.
Yeah. If you guys know... If anyone in this talking back in on this, like, I always say, it's too early to make opinions. It's too early to do this. Journey is not even... It's still in its beginning phase. And I think it's going to get better. I trust the writers. But after watching the YouTube episode, I'm starting to lose that hope that Journeys is going to get better.
I'm gonna sound like a whiny baby for saying this. I know you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, shut up!" But like, I kind of, I think you're still working. I'm gonna sound like a whiny baby for this. I felt this way ever since that stupid Chairman Rosie and Zano. You know what I'm talking about. I'm glad we can count on our champion and the young trainer who decided out. And I'm like, yeah, it's great we can count on our champion Ash and the young trainer Leon. I'm sorry,
that would require the anime to actually acknowledge the champion stats for Ash.
Damn it, Pedro.
It hurts.
I want to point it right now, I'm still enjoying Journeys, but for wrong reasonings. This is the first series I think I've seen Trey specifically rage out on episodes.
What I will say, this has nothing to do with this episode, but I'm just gonna say, my favorite thing in the past couple of weeks of Pokemon is that haunting moment between Blaziken and the Torchic food. I'm just gonna say that right now.
That's the highlight of the episode.
Really good.
To be honest, I found the episode kind of boring, but like before that, that one scene with the Blaziken and the Torchic was good. Also, there was one thing I wanted to say. I know I'm kind of backpedaling back to that continuity thing, but I was going to say that the manga is a perfect example on how you can have stories link up and also have a self-contained narrative.
Yeah, Rose is right.
Because, I am, and I'm about to explain why. So, red and blue, that's contained until gold and silver is contained until near the end, where it all links up into one story. They're all interconnected to have growth of those characters while still having a mix of the old characters. Then you have Ruby and Sapphire, which is self-contained, and then Fire Red and Leaf Green and Emerald. That's all of them coming together, and it's just like you can have your own individual stories as well, like the old fan favorites. But for example, with the Pokemon manga, Sun and Moon, Black and White, they're all completely by themselves, completely, disconnected from, the other, Gen 1 through 3. They're all self-contained stories that you could kind of enjoy, whereas the other ones, they're self-contained at first. And, Pokemon can do that perfectly. You have Go right there, the new character who can have his own self-contained stories, and then you can have more of those.
In a way,
then you can have his Wait, let me finish. Then you can have Go have a few narratives with, if you want to keep Ash, he can be along for the ride and have his own stuff too. But primarily Go, since he needs it, Ash doesn't. So Go has his own narrative, but then you can have those, then you can balance it out with those times with Ash, and that's when it's focused on Ash, that's when you can have that, continuity with other series. Like, I think a good example of this was Ash versus Bee. Chuck was, Chuck came back and it wasn't just self-contained, it actually had, it actually tied into the plot really well with Chuck being there, and then you could have the callback to Ash's battle in the Johto series. That's a good example on how you can have stuff. You can still have Ash and continuity, and before those, Go was getting some episodes, and you could, they can balance that time. One last thing is the way Journey uses its episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
To be better. Because they have a lot of episodes that you could... Because Journeys has a lot of work to do. For example, I can think of quite a few episodes you could take out and use those to develop characters. And they could have done that, but they give us some random episodes that have an attempt to tug at our nostalgia, when in reality it's just hindering the potential of the series. I like all this stuff. Yeah, Mewtwo was cool, but I can't enjoy the series without it being, Ash has all these, not only story, but just characters as well. Go's doing well, but they've completely slipped with Ash's Pokemon. I think everyone, sorry, I haven't actually said much, so I want to get it all out, because I haven't said much.
Apologies.
Yeah. It's alright. Love you, Zano. Anyway, right. So, Gengar's being completely wasted. Dragonite's kind of been completely wasted. He uses it occasionally. It's just kind of transport and sometimes battles. Farfetch'd, if Ash didn't catch Farfetch'd, nothing would have changed. I believe the only reason why they had him catch Farfetch'd was to give him an excuse to use a Pokemon against Bee that would make sense to lose. Because I think we all know if Ash used his other...
Not only that, he caught Farfetch'd because the merchandise demanded for Ash to have at least the Galarian Pokemon, so the writers...
Yeah.
Should've gave him Zigzagoon. Just saying.
Yeah.
Should've gave him the Zigzagoon.
That's a little weird since he never had an Alolan Pokemon, which is funny.
Shut up!
But like I said, given the treatment of being a Pokemon from an old game and evolving into a new Pokemon in a new game, and as the aspect and how I think it's going to be the new Gliscor. Bee doesn't have a Surfetch in that shot of her Pokemon, so I think that Ash...
I never understood it, because Gliscor was used a lot more than frickin' Farfetch.
Farfetch should have been... Also, what you were saying, Rose, about having more self-contained stories with just Go. Yeah, they kind of did that with the Celebi episode, and it was a great episode. another episode that they could have done it was with Ghost Family in the Cubone episode. But no, they decided to shoehorn Ash there, and Cubone is barely seen. Hey Trey, what's up?
Shoot, he's here.
And then we have Gengar. And
ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Let me say something real quick.
And Gengar is just stupid because it's not the Haunter he left with Sabrina. And then in the Fighting Dojo episode, he goes to Saffron.
All right, Kuro. Okay, we got it.
Also, hey Trey, how you doing?
Can I let Trey speak, and then I want to finish
go. You're not done yet, Red Rose? Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna say something in a minute, since this has started to become a shit on Pokemon Journeys podcast.
No, it hasn't.
Go!
No, it hasn't. It's constructive. It's all constructive.
I mean, yeah.
Let's all say hi to Trey first, guys. Come on.
Fuck
yeah. Trey, introduce yourself since you just got here.
Yo, what's up, everyone? It's Trey One here.
You're kind of quiet.
You're so fucking low, Trey. This is why we don't invite you to things.
All right, if Trayman 1 is so good, why didn't they make a Trayman 2?
Who's this guy? I've never seen him in PokeChat Live before.
Trey,
Are you a new member?
All right, Trey, say something. Talk about something. What are your thoughts on Pokemon Journeys issues?
Well, okay.
Good riddance. Fuck 'em.
No, I'm kidding.
No, he's back.
The Return of the King.
Hello.
There we go.
That sound better
Yeah,
now?
we hear you.
Yeah,
now.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Trey Man
Hey,
one
man.
better.
Oh, very much want to point out real quick. We've been at 1 hour and we're still on episode 1.
Yeah, I'd say we let Trey do his thoughts. I'd say we let
Then we
Trey
gotta
do his
move
thoughts.
on.
There's not much to talk about the next episode.
Yeah.
The one that came out yesterday. Or the day
I
before.
say we let Trey do his thoughts and then we just move on. Because I think everyone's
Yeah, Trey.
We've all said our
Everyone's
things and
done
it's
them
turning into a random journeys, which, again, I'm enjoying journeys for all the wrong reasons. At least I'm mentioning.
I got it. I can go on for a few days about ranting on journeys. But real quick on the Mewtwo stuff, I was actually really hyped for this episode. I was more hyped for this episode than the actual Darkest Day. And then I ended up liking the Darkest Day a lot
You
more.
established that already. Move on.
Yeah.
Chill.
But mostly, it's like, it was cool. Like, it was a nice episode. I don't like how they've been handling the continuity. Like, I know y'all mentioned a lot of this stuff earlier. But what really gets on my nerves is the Lucario and Cinderace pandering. Like, okay, we just had the Darkest Day where, they were like the main aces, and then we come back to this episode and they're being overused again. I hated how they disrespected Pikachu because it's like, okay, Lucario's newly evolved. Pikachu has taken many hits before. Lucario's like, it's obvious that they made Pikachu go down. They Dragonite in the Dark Day. They Dragonite go down so that Lucario can come out. It's like they gotta stop doing that. It's aggravating because at this point, Lucario isn't like, I know they're trying to, like, they know people love Lucario and trying to get people to like it, but now it's just tiring at this point. Like, I'm sick of Lucario already, and it just evolved. Like, they need to take a step back. They did a good job in the last episode with just letting Lucario and Cinderace sleep, but obviously next episode is focusing them again, so it's like, oof. But, yeah, real quick, that's my thoughts on Mewtwo. I like that, Ash at least acknowledged it. That's one good thing. But the whole Mewtwo not acknowledging Ash, that was very weird. It really makes, it has me wondering, like, since Mewtwo didn't acknowledge Ash, is it like, did Mewtwo return, is Mewtwo Returns now not canon? Does Ash remember Mewtwo only from the Genesect movie? It brings up a lot of questions.
No, you see, Ash recognized that it was a Mewtwo in the Genesect movie, so,
that's true.
That means he recognizes Mewtwo, like, what Mewtwo is.
Yeah.
I want to take a quick moment.
Because in the end of Mewtwo Returns, the clones go live their own lives their own way. Mewtwo can check on them anytime, but they live their lives like in the wild,
like regular Pokemon now.
They are.
Yeah.
But yeah, goddamn.
Over-
Oh, also one more thing.
Jesus Christ!
The thing that I blame the most.
Wait, Kuro. Let's let Trey finish.
Let me just finish this. The thing that I blame the most about Mewtwo is the way it's promoted, because we have 2 posters of Mewtwo,
Oh
and
my
then we have
goodness.
We said that already. We talked
said
about
this
that.
like 4 times,
Marshall had a
Carl.
poster that did that
All right.
shit. We have Dracovic who didn't appear yet. Why are those posters there? Like, come on.
It's gonna be. I mean, here's my thing. This episode, this episode is kind of okay if it's setting up for Mewtwo's returns in the future, which I think it will. Like, I feel like Mewtwo is gonna be the Tapu Koko of this series, where Action go have a couple of battles with it, and maybe in the end they have one more final battle with it, and maybe they win. We'll see how that goes. So, if Mewtwo is gonna come back consistently, then it makes sense why it's in the poster, because it's like it's gonna the March Stomp's pretty dumb. I will admit. But
No, you don't. You
Mewtwo
love
is
that episode.
Heck no.
You praised it. That was the best episode of Journeys of all.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
I gotta be honest, guys. Like, I mean, that episode, I think it's Hot Flash versus Kukui. Like,
I liked it. I liked that episode. Okay,
Wait, what
everyone
episode?
shut up.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and finish my rating real quick. I give it.
I would rather watch. Are we talking? Wait, I'm sorry, Trey. Alex, were you talking about the Marshtomp episode?
Yes, I liked the Marshtomp episode.
I would rather watch the Marshtomp.
cool.
I would rather watch the Marshtomp episode than the Mewtwo episode.
Coral, by the way, I muted you, but we can't hear you now if you're talking. So step out
I'd
and come
rather
back in.
watch I'd rather watch Spirited Away than the Mewtwo episode.
Bro,
I'd much rather watch
watch
the-
Spirited-
You want no? You
Don't
want
watch Spirited Away. Alex can't relate.
I much rather watch the comment.
What did you say, Goggles?
Oh, I
Just real
thought.
quick.
Oh,
I'll give this a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. It wasn't.
I'll give it a
I'll-
5.
all right,
I'll
real
give
quick,
it a,
real quick.
5, 4, 5, maybe less.
Cringe
Give it
out
a
of
5.
10.
I give it a 5. I actually enjoyed, the animation was really good, actually. That's something.
Yeah.
Give your rating.
I think the animation was definitely the highlight of the episode, for me. But yeah. I think, should we move on to the next one?
No, because I haven't given my rating yet. And yours either.
Who are you? Oh, okay.
What's your rating?
I'll give this episode a 10 out of 10.
Okay,
Oh,
next
okay.
episode.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm on a serious note, though.
All right.
I'll give this a 5.5. I'll give it better rating you people did.
All right,
I give a 6, and I'm being nice.
Yeah, I give it a 6.5.
Now let's
Okay,
move on
my bad,
to,
it's a 7.
to our favorite Looney Tunes character.
Bugs Bunny?
Yeah, I was gonna say Bugs Bunny.
Alright,
What's up, Doc?
Oh yeah, Blaze the Kid.
Episode 47, Blaziken.
I was gonna say Greedence, but okay.
how the fuck is Green and a Bugs Bunny?
Oh, you mean Go's best Pokemon?
Bro, Alex be like, Greedent's cool.
Alright.
But it's
I
not.
Real
love
quick,
Greedent. Greedent's awesome.
No, it's
I kinda
I
like
Greedent.
want
that.
to point out real
Greedent.
quick about what Trey
Greedent,
said.
not Greedent.
I want to
I
point
will
out.
say, the anime so far has painted Squolbit and Greedence pretty well in my eyes.
Well, I'll say
I'm
Squall
gonna say
Bats.
that.
I'll say Squall
Alright,
Bats.
so let's go on.
It's a
no,
shame
no,
that
no.
It's a shame that Ghost Squavet got its own episode to shine, but Farfetch did not.
That is horrible.
Alright.
No. Kuro, don't you know?
If you want to count episode
Guys, the
23,
list.
if you want to count episode
Guys.
23, Squavet episode 2, I mean, it's not, but, like, Squavet is the reason.
I mean,
it
no,
happened.
guys. Kuro, don't you realize Farfetch was in the episode? He was in one of the meals that the Pokemon were eating.
Oh my god.
Alright, enough about this joke. It's not funny anymore.
Farfetch found dead.
Yeah, okay, Zeno, you saying that brings up a good
Happy
point.
Thanksgiving!
Brings up Zeno, real quick. What you just said brings up a topic I want to bring up real quick, and this involves with what Trey said. It feels to me that the anime realized how popular Lucario is, but the issue comes to the fact there's a thing of overdoing it. Like, for example, I remember in Dragon Ball Super, they kept on doing
This
the
is
whole...
worse than Greninja, and that's a
Will
very
you
big
shut up?
issue.
Oh yeah, it is, and that's sad. Like, okay, Greninja. The thing with Greninja is Froakie Froakie shared his spotlight with everyone. Like, Froakie didn't get his first real gym until like the
Yeah,
fourth
just in
one.
the end, it took up everything. But
Yeah, in the
Lucario
end.
is taking up so much time that literally one of Ash's Pokemon doesn't get any screen time.
Actually, Xano, to make the matters worse, here's something that's gonna open your guys' eyes for a second.
What?
When Greninja evolved, you still see scenes of Ash cheering with the rest of his team and Greninja there.
Yeah.
Whenever you see Ash cheering in Pokemon Journeys, you only ever see Pikachu and Lucario.
And also, in battles, Ash still used his other Pokemon. Everyone liked to focus, and they were never like the finishers of the battle. But in Journeys, it's literally just the Lucario and Pikachu show.
Ash is true. With Ulfric, and even in X, Y, and Z, we saw Noibat becoming a Noivern, and Oluchi wrecking Zapdos. So Greninja didn't have all of the spotlight, unlike Lucario is having right now.
Yeah. Also, can I say, why?
We should start talking about.
Why are we talking about Greninja?
That's what I was about to
eating food.
Why can't they just animate Farfetch'd walking a little bit in that new intro? Like, literally, just have it dropping down from the air. I don't care. Like, why have it only for the snapshot?
He was mimicking Psyduck in OS. He was reading the camera.
Pedro, don't even do it. Pedro, don't even do it.
Episode 47.
I'm not going.
This episode.
Goggles, I think we may need to change this one to the Journeys rant.
What the fuck? Okay, first up, Owen I'm supposed to be known for doing.
The journey sucks today.
Oh, it can suck. It can suck right there.
That should be Goggles' catchphrase.
Go ahead, buddy.
All right.
Okay.
Continue.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. First off, I thought I was a person who rants a lot. Second of all, this episode, the Squirrel Vet eating contest episode. The episode begins with Ash and Go still in Vermilion City because, of course, why would the anime decide to go to a different location under Vermilion City? Fucks. Anyways, they're here to compete in an eating competition, and there was two reigning champions of the eating competition, Blaziken and Snorlax. So when they decide to compete in it, the winner gets a trip to Unova because apparently that's how Journey's gonna do continuity between episodic episodes. Okay then. Sure. Not like I want to see a Pokemon evolve.
I don't need to enter no eating contest to get to Unova.
You know, I just realized that. Are they saying Unova's fat? Anyways.
No, they say the winner of the competition.
Are they making assumptions about Americans?
They say that the winner of the eating competition gets a prize of eating Unova gourmet cuisine. So episode 48, it's being right after 47. It's an episodic continuity, so it's so weird.
Anyways, the competition begins and Go brings Squirrel because that stupid fucking mouse is eating as usual. And Ash brings Dragonite because
it's a squirrel.
I don't give a shit if this thing's a possum.
It's not a fucking
Stop being racist. Stop being racist towards rodents, okay?
I'm not even being racist to rodents. I'm being racist to a school vet. Wait, what? Oh. Anyways, the competition begins, and when it begins, Team Rocket here with Mopigo because, of course, why not? And everyone but Ash makes it because Dragonite is a dedicated eater, which I do like the little detail. Also, there's a High Dragon in this. Best episode ever, by the way. I want to point out right now, best episode ever. I love High Dragon.
I wish that's what happened to Cameron's High Dragon.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways. While they're waiting for the second round, Team Rocket decides to rig the competition by feeding everyone food before a match, which these trainers suck. Because why would you give your Pokemon food in an eating competition that doesn't involve the eating part? I don't know what I just said. You get what I'm trying to say. It's bad strategy to eat before you start the competition, basically. Especially if you're a food eating competition at that. So have the competitors drop out because the Pokemons are full. So the last two are basically fuck Ash. I'll Go and Team Rocket along with a Blaziken and Glalie. And Snorlax, I think. I remember. So, when the competition resumes on, we wind up going down to the last few, being the Blaziken, Squirrel, and Morpeko. Two of the smallest rodents made it before the... Anyways, the last food they had to eat is this Torchic. I don't even know what type of food this is. Is this
Torchic.
Maju chicken leg.
Okay, so Maju is basically sweet beans covered in chocolate.
Oh, so it's pastry.
It's a Japanese thing.
Oh, that's not that.
It's sweet beans covered in chocolate.
It's
basically a miniature dorayaki. You know those things that Doraemon eats.
Okay.
It's those,
Yeah,
but
I know.
smaller.
Yeah, I know. So I was right, Trey. You owe me $5 now. Wait, you owe me $10 now. Oh fuck! He left.
He left.
He left. Stupid fuck. You little. Anyways, Scorpion and Molpico eating the way on the dessert, but Blaziken isn't eating it all because he has redeeming qualities that makes him better than Leon. You hear me right? He's better than Leon.
Whoa. Okay, easy there, buddy.
I hate Leon, okay? Can you blame me? I hate that little fucker. Anyways, Blaziken acts on Motherlike to the Torchic pastries, so he winds up going home with them and forfeits the match. Molpico gets full and zaps away. Okay. And Scorpion wants to agree and eats everything, and they win the competition, and episode's over. Okay, I'm done. Jesus Christ. Alright. December formality. We're gonna start things off with Red Rose.
Yeah. Alright. Well, There's a lot of things. Well, I guess we're spoken about the far-fetched snapshot getting absolutely shafted. Highlight of the episode is just, Team Rocket and Molpeko. It's almost just, it's not like they work really well when they actually use Pokemon instead of just random things from, like, Powerpuff. It's one of the reasons why I miss Team Rocket just having their own Pokemon, because, like, Molpeko and, like, them with Molpeko, it works so well, and it was implemented well in this episode. I hope they just catch and keep Molpeko, to be honest. And also, one cool thing they could have done with continuity, if they were, like, really that, like, starving or something, and wanted to win that prize so badly, why didn't they just go back to Beware? That's just, like, that's free infinite food forever. But, I'm not really much of a greedy person, so if you are, like Alex, that's fine. It was a cool way to make it evolve and fill out Ghost Pokedex a bit. Highlight of the episode, other than the Team Rocket stuff, was that Blaziken scene with the Torchic treats. That was probably one of the funniest scenes in Journeys. Only second to the Slowking episode where Ash gets possessed.
Zadie and I were still under, when Zadie and I saw that part, we were still wondering whether or not those were actual Torchics, and I was like, did they just showcase Pokemon eating each other?
Oh look, Pedro, what's your favorite food?
Mac and cheese.
Bro, they ate curry. Curry's generally got chicken in it.
Yeah, that all Pedro
Especially
eats
the
is
little,
mac and cheese and chicken nuggets.
Bruh. Anyway, I think it's my turn now. This
I guess it's your turn now.
So, this is like textbook Pokemon Journey, right? We just got through talking about how the Mewtwo episode sucked. This episode is literally better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you sat both episodes in front of me and told me to pick one, I would choose the eating contest. It was just a fun episode. There's like nothing. It was just a fun little filler episode. I also like how it ties into the next one. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it. It was just a fun, chill episode. I liked the humor. I liked the Blaziken freaking fatherly figure over these little Torchic food things.
He just takes it home with him.
Yeah. I don't really have anything to say about it. It was a fun episode, and it was better than the Mewtwo one.
Top 10 anime dads of the
Actually,
year.
one thing,
Blaziken.
we touched on this earlier about how Ash is getting shafted for Go. They literally shafted Ash in this episode. The Dragonite's not that big of an eater. And then Ash is just in the audience for the rest.
If only Ash had a Snorlax. That's a problem for eating.
Also, I liked the Morpeko. I liked Morpeko. Like, Team Rocket's literally better in this series when Morpeko's around, and they suck without Morpeko. Morpeko carries.
What I just said, yeah.
Morpeko carries Team Rocket.
Yeah, legit. That's what I was like just saying in my segment. Like 100%. Team Rocket works so well with Pokemon that are like just with them, other than the stupid gacha. The gacha's like it was kind of interesting at first, but it's just it's episodes like this that show why Team Rocket actually bonding with the Pokemon or just having moments with them. Just
Team Rocket can finally have their own electric mouse Pokemon.
Too bad this one sucks.
Well, obviously, the best one so far tomorrow is taken by my boy Sophocles. Rightfully so. Rightfully.
I thought, okay.
Rightfully so.
I thought Cora was gonna attack me, to be honest, when I said Morpeko.
No. Because here's the thing. I love the fact that Morpeko is basically the contrary of Beware, because Beware always gave Team Rocket food.
No, Cora, I
them.
insulted Morpeko. I thought you were...
just like Holy Ghost said this, I'm gonna say this too. Wow.
The gacha machine, I continue to say, it should be very rare and with Delibird, like in AG. Like the gacha machine, just use Delibird.
Fuck AG.
You have Delibird.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I like AG.
Rose has a point when it comes to the whole thing of like Ash having like multiple Pokemon who are known for eating. Snorlax, but then you have Snorlax, which is an obvious one, but then you have other big eaters like freaking Rowlet and
Gibble.
Gibble.
Yeah, Gibble.
You could have just asked.
Gable ate Barry's bike and a whole freaking amusement. No, not amusement park, but like
honestly,
if
Ash's Gibble were to eat the thing that Team Rocket gave the other team members, he would have just thought it was delicious.
Gibble doesn't not only eat the dish, but the plate itself, like.
And this is why I love Gibble so much, and that's why I don't give a shit what people say that I should have evolved.
The desire for Gibble to evolve is because they want for Ash and Cynthia to have a mirror match.
Fuck that shit.
But yeah, we're here to talk about our boy Credence.
There's not much to talk about in this episode.
No, I have a bit to talk about.
Go ahead, Media. Go ahead. Go.
What? Go? Okay, me.
Go!
Alright!
Where you get going? Oh my goodness, Zeno.
Go ahead, Zeno. Say your piece about the episode.
Speak!
I'm speaking. I'm clearly speaking for whatever.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
I was gonna say, this episode was better than the Mewtwo episode. This is quality Pokemon filler right here. Quality. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. It was funny. It was cool. I just don't understand why the most emotion we've ever gotten out of Haru was from a Pokemon eating competition. But that's not all that important.
Bro, she's gonna become a Pokemon eating coordinator.
Remember that? Zen, remember that thing that I said that Koharu was going to complete the curry decks and do the dishes from Cafe Mix?
Oh my god, he's right. Oh,
I was right!
Oh no.
Oh, fuck, the Coral theory might actually be right.
Oh no. This was awesome. Green is the best Pokemon. It's my turn.
Fine.
I'm gonna say that. Also, Green is the best Pokemon Go owns. Fight me. I'm done.
Greedent is way better than Cinderace.
Okay, I'm back. What? Oh, boop. Okay, I'm back. What I missed?
Wait, go Greedent? That sounds
Shut the fuck up, everyone. Dre, are you back?
Alright, so I guess we're done with the review of that episode.
I never reviewed that.
I wanted to...
Media, go ahead.
Wait,
go ahead.
Zeno didn't speak.
Zeno didn't finish.
My bad. Zeno spoke and he's on the bottom of the call, so I thought that was it. My bad.
Alright, Media, go ahead.
Yeah, this is why you have a list going on.
It's go Yoku Barisu. It's Goku Barisu.
Oh my god! Joku?
Yeah, it's like the hobby.
But yeah, no, what I'll say about the episode is like basically what everyone else is thinking, and that is, I find it funny how it's like, yeah, this episode was so much better than the episode that brought back one of the most popular Pokemon icons of all time, and it's like that says a lot about the series as a whole, I guess, where it's like we're looking more forward to the funny filler episode than to the episode that is supposed to be massive. But that's just what we expect from this show now, and it's insane.
I mean, to be fair, that's how I felt last series.
Yeah, but yeah, like the episode itself was a lot of fun. Again, we get to see some very fun progression for Go, and his Squovin evolving into Gurita, and everything was very funny. Team Rocket was hilarious. Again, like Rose said, that beautifully well done Blaziken scene. Oh my goodness. I'm not kidding when I say I want to see that Blaziken appear on the top 10 anime dads list. It was so beautiful. One thing that none of us actually talked a little bit about is this episode is arguably one of the first episodes that gave a little bit more screen time for one of the lab assistants and her strange affiliation / affinity towards this competition.
Oh, that's right. I like that detail. I like that. Weirdly enough, it reminds you of Lana in the Mask Royale, if anyone remembers that.
I was going to mention that,
I was going to mention that as well, but
I was going to mention that before I got cut off, but yeah, like, I mean, to be fair, the lab assistants so far are fairly forgettable. Like, you think, I mean, they're going to have to wait in line, and if they want screen time, they have to wait in a very long line. You know, you have all of that.
So, the DMV.
Lab assistants are always in the background, so if we get a shot of if we have a shot of them having personality and outside of the work environment, it's like Tracy. Tracy's also a lab assistant, and we all know how.
I think that's all you had to say. Yeah. So then,
Tracy's
Rose. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Rose. I wanted to see if you had anything more to say about that one part before I continued. But do you have anything else?
No, I do not.
Okay. No, that it was funny about that. I also found it funny how, weirdly enough, I forgot her name, so I feel bad. But like the lab assistant,
Krista or Krissa.
Krissa. How Krista started getting Koharu into it. I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this. Where it's like the most interesting thing was the different ways that Pokemon eat, which in itself is interesting. It is adding a little bit more to the Pokemon world of like, how do these certain Pokemon eat like these big chunks of food?
I like it.
Okay, that's like you see Snorlax just eating normally, but then you see like different things like freaking Bisharp like slicing them all up, and
I like the detail.
Eating the seeds and all that.
I was about to say the Pikapack thing. I like how it was like actually pecking away at it because it's a woodpecker.
And some Pokemon ate the seeds while the small eaters did not. And Go, freaking Mad Lad Go, eats the seeds and then uses bullet seeds to spit them out. And he uses Tomato Berry to not use Belch, the move, but to spice things up he's very smart. Like, god damn, oh my god. Also,
that weird out of nowhere rivalry between Go and that scientist dude was actually kind of funny.
Go has a good reason to doubt every scientist and businessman. I mean, look at Rose and Oleana.
Who?
Every time Go sees someone in a lab coat that it's not in the Sakuragi Institute, he's going to have suspicion goggles 24/7.
So, wait, why are you looking at suspicion of me? What did I do?
Yeah, this sounds like Rose and Oleana. I've never met her. And then now he's attacking Goggles.
So are you saying he has a suspicion of Kukui? Because I have a
Although I'll say this. I believe that Kikuna, Krista, whatever, I believe that she would be a great fan of Man vs. Food and Guy Fieri.
Oh, God.
Who's that one chef who... Gordon Ramsay, that's who he is.
I think that's the plan.
In the end, the episode was funny. and that's all I can say about it. It was funny. It weirdly enough, it added a bit more lore to Pokemon just because I never thought I'd be curious to see how different Pokemon eat, but I guess that's what I saw, and I enjoyed it. So that was that. But yeah, continue to the next person. See, that only took me a minute.
No, it didn't. It took you like 5.
I don't think it did, though.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, who's the next person?
Rose and Kuro talked the majority of the time for my part.
Wait, no, I didn't.
Oh, anyways.
It's Trey, and then it's me. Trey?
Yes.
I haven't said my thoughts on the episode either.
So it's Goggles. Wait, Goggles, he didn't spoil it.
Hey, Red Rose, we don't need a list. Red Rose, we don't need a list. Oh, you can.
Oh my goodness.
Use the list.
Where? We don't need a list. Where?
Okay, Goggles and Trey, decide for yourselves. I'll speak last.
Wait, I thought
go.
Alex, have you went yet?
Yeah. Hold on. Can I go?
Go.
Okay. This episode, I have a lot to say. So the first thing is that this episode showcases how horrible the episodic format of Journeys is, and it also showcases how it's breaking away from that. So, this episode, in the classic episodic nature of Journeys, we didn't even get an introduction. It was like, okay, the episode starts, we're at the eating competition. Like, we don't even get, we're at the Cerise lab, we're going to the eating competition. Like, it literally starts at the eating competition. And I hate that. But also, this episode segues into the next episode, which is showing that they're gonna try to get rid of this episodic stuff, so I thought that was interesting. I don't want to say what's already been said, but the episode was fun. I liked the Blaziken thing. Those Torchics, they remind me of Peeps. Do you guys know what Peeps are?
Yeah, I know
They're
what Peeps are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Torchics remind me of Peeps, but I thought it was good. I'm glad that Squirtle evolved. I love Greedent. It's one of my favorite Galar Pokemon.
The fuck's wrong with you?
Since this episode ties into the next episode, I really hope he uses Greedent next episode. But I guess
Greedent is going to...
This is the same person that thinks episode 41 was good and also hasn't seen Spirited Away, Star Wars, or the MCU. So.
I
haven't seen Star Wars neither.
You know what? In Alex's defense, I do think it would be kind of messed up if Greedent's the reason that Go won and then Go doesn't bring Greedent.
I just want for Greedent to have this huge brain freeze from Castilia Cones.
That'd be awesome.
That's just mean.
I'd say, yeah, but this episode was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I do have to leave the live now. I gotta do some stuff. I should hopefully be back in a bit. But, nice having you, nice being here, and I love this episode, so I'll see you guys later.
Alright.
Bye, Alex.
See you later, Alex.
Alright. My
Gargles.
Thank God he's gone.
My turn. Alright.
Oh, we're still live. That's
this episode
I'm kidding, I
was...
love Alex.
You wanna know what this episode reminds you of? Okay, silence. Okay, fuck you all.
Yes,
what does it remind you
I
of?
want to know. I didn't realize you were going to wait for us to say yes.
I thought that was a rhetorical question.
No, I was looking at the question, you idiots. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you never tell?
Hey,
Okay. What
we
does it
had 5
remind you of,
seconds of
Goggles?
silence. Respect.
I will respect. Respect my authority. Okay? I don't know. Anyways, this episode...
Leon's amazing.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, this episode reminds me of, like, the classic Pokemon style format, where it's like, Ash and friends go to a city to, like, do a pit stop before they go on their journey, and they find there's this competition going on. Like, that reminds me of this type of formula. Which I don't mind. Sometimes this formula can get played out, but other times it's fine. Like, this episode specifically was alright. Like, it's not the best, not the worst. Highlights the Blaziken. I love the Blaziken moment, and the Morpeko is starting to grow on me a bit more. And I'm honestly hoping Journey's not going to pick up on that, because otherwise, they're gonna bombard me with more Peko jokes, which, ugh. But for now, I'm alright with a more Peko gag. Like, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with Chimrock and starving to death. Good. Die. Get out of my screen. I hate you. Except for you, James. You're awesome. And Meowth. And someone Jesse. And Wobbuffet. Okay. Anyways.
I do agree with you, Goggles, in regards of this episode reminds, like, a good filler competition, like, for example, in Johto, we had the bug catching is canon, but the egg setter race where Ash got the Fampi egg, the sumo competition where Snorlax battled a alligator, it reminded me of those episodes.
Is that the episode where Ash was like to Totodile, this is what you're going to be someday? And then for alligator.
Totodile's personality as a alligator, I don't know if it would work or not.
Wait, what are you talking about? Totodile lost presenting when we went to Sun and Moon.
I think it will work fine.
Hey,
no one can fight me on this because we actually have evidence.
Feraligatr can learn Dragon Dance. Can you imagine Feraligatr using Dragon Dance and basically mimicking Totodile? The way he dances. Okay, whatever. Oh, so this is my part. Okay, so I love the new intro. Now we have
I didn't finish, Koro!
You stop talking!
You interrupted me. Anyways. Good episode.
Oh, man. You see. Okay, so I love the new intro. We got B and Raihan, amazing. We got Farfetch, amazing. The Pokemon we see, like the Blaziken, like it's to symbolize the spiciness of food, and we got more Koharu and Kikuna moments, which were amazing. The Pokemon, we see a bootleg Gary with an Hydreigon. Like, oh, you have 3 mouths. Yeah, but you only have 1 stomach. And then we have, like, this bootleg Serena/Lily with a Vigoroth. We have Eatmore, who's an Anteater. So, yeah, we have all kind of eating Pokemon. We have a scene where Go is all fired up. It reminded me of Kiawe. When every Pokemon is getting served food, we see Cubone. Hell yeah. And mine is basically like serving air plates, like he's pantomiming serving the Pokemon food. It's amazing. Team Rocky with Morpeko, one of the best part of the episode. Bisharp, also amazing, like slicing things up, and Blaziken eating very eloquently, like he doesn't speed eat, like he takes his time, and then there's the curry bit, and we have Glalie who's mimicking a rice ball, and then we have the treats, and the treats are yellow and brown, and they have Morpeko tails to symbolize the Morpeko full belly and angry modes. The battles are amazing. Everything about the whole thing about the orange backgrounds because of Vermilion is also amazing. The peeps, the goddamn peeps. Okay, and Go is very smart, like using bullet seed to split seeds, using a tomato berry to spice things up for. If you eat too many flavors at once, you'll start to get a tummy ache. So he didn't use the move Belch, but it could be Belch because he used a tomato berry. And Muck basically eats trash. So basically Go went for the Pecha berry tart because Pecha berries heal poison. So basically Muck eating those, he's basically like he's eating something that would get him sick, like because he's basically healing his own poison. So Pecha berries for Muck in the Pokemon world could be poisonous for a poison type. Then we have Squavet, and he evolves, and I guess that's the end. I just love the episode. Also, we get Koharu moments finally. For Ash, poor Ash. I think Ash would have won if Ash entered by himself.
I mean, we saw how much he ate during the Molo episode. We all remember that.
Every second I realized what you were saying.
You guys remember that one?
Wait. There is something I do want to... Wait, is anyone... Who's speaking right now?
Bags.
What? Bags?
Go ahead.
Does anyone have anything they want to... Oh, does anyone have anything they want to say?
Real quick, the comment about actually in this commentary reminds me of the Molo episode in Sun and Moon, which, whether or not, that's actually one of my favorite episodes. Not the favorite, but one of my personal favorites. Go ahead, Red Rose.
Alright, one thing I forgot to mention earlier is that when that scientist, when Go was kind of sus of that scientist, one thing I noticed that, it might be a bit far-fetched, but it's kind of
hey, Zach.
I liked it a lot because it kept it's not forgetting Go's main personality, because while we don't see him outside of Ash, one of the cool thing is that he's actually really he's not a very social person, and Ash isn't there, because every introvert, you need that extroverted friend to bring out that side of you. Without Ash, Go is more like how he was at the start, where he's more cold and not, he's more like Koharu in that aspect. And I just found that really cool, when he's alone in the tent, he's kind of keeping to himself. We also saw that in Alola, where he was really shy and awkward. I just thought that was cool, because that's a nice thing of Go's personality, how he's still, because he's always been a shut-in. So I like it when he's more reserved and cold when Ash isn't there. But that's all I wanted to say.
Also, two more things. Apparently, Greedent weights the same as Pikachu, so it's more fur than weight. Second thing about the whole Snorlax was the winner of the previous year, and Blaziken is basically a world eater. And they facing each other before the finale, the sparks sizzling from their eyes. It reminded me of when Goku and Vegeta were to battle in the 25th book Tenkaichi Budokai. It's supposed to be the final round, but before Boo happens. But no, they were meant to battle in the first round. It reminded me of that for some reason.
So wait, are you going to tell me that Blaziken is not going to meet you in some rocky terrain and have a big E-off?
I don't know, man. At this point, I don't know.
Fucking Snorlax all I used to be the hotshot eater until you came around, chicken.
Hey, I don't mind if Chloe does the curry decks and the cafe mix. I don't mind if these eating competitions are the battle tournaments of Unova,
What the fuck?
Because this episode was better than Mewtwo!
Which, sadly enough, that is the case, sadly enough. It's sad when to be fair, I've been through this last series, so but still, it's
and there's tons of references and world building, and the more Pecco biscuits.
It's sad when you like
they will sell that shit as real food.
But Blaziken,
I don't give a shit.
The Blazy Papa or Mama, we don't know.
I need to know what happens to that Blaziken.
I think the Blaziken is, but it's Kaiser. Kaiser is king in Russian, I think. So it's a guy. I would say it's Mom Chicken. No, it's Blazy Papa. We do not hate Blazy Papa here.
Right, but
yes,
Toro talks so much. It's 3 hours in his timeline. Ray probably commented down about you.
Rankings of the episodes, 7 out of 10.
Oh no, I'm supposed to be the one to say that, Koro. Stealing my job.
7 or 8.
Rankings. Okay, let's get going. Zoro, what do you rank it?
Me? I give the episode a nice 7.5 out of 10. It was refreshing. It was fun. I can't find anything bad about it. It was just a nice little episode to bring my spirits up after the atrocity of last week.
Zeno.
I would also give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, fuck you. Red Rose.
Why do you hate me?
6.5, Team Rocket and the Go moments and the Blaziken scene.
Right.
That was amazing.
Right.
But yeah, 6.5.
Media Nut.
I'm actually gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was one of the better filler episodes in my opinion.
Alright, and Koro, you gave it a 7, right?
I'm going to change it to an 8 because of everything that I talked about. I see the episode, it's a 7. I see every reference and detail, I have to give it an 8.
Alright, and the reason I said fuck you, Zeno, is because my rating is the same thing, 7.5.
What? Wait, I said 7.52.
Yeah, but yeah, you said it, then Zenos, and I'm like, God damn, we're all gonna say 7.5, not enough food.
Okay, one more thing. Okay, there is also one more thing that contributes to my 8.5.
I give it
Okay.
7.56. Happy now?
Okay.
No, now I need to change it.
Listen. As a episode, as a filler, as a good episode, filler or not, it's a 7. But the detail, the reference, and the soundtrack chosen for the episode, the soundtrack was amazingly well chosen and executed.
Greetings, Evolution.
Oh
Yeah, they used the intro music. Like, so basically, Greetings Evolution is just as important as Reboot defeating Zapdos.
Fuck you.
Actually, I also want to bring up something funny, at least for me personally, where it's like, this episode was the episode to kind of remind me, oh, yeah, the guys who wrote My Hero Academia are in charge of the music. I forgot about that until this episode. I'm like, oh, this game is so funny. Big My Hero vibe.
It's funny for the episode to introduce with like the battle music. Like da da da.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why. Like this episode specifically was the one who reminded me. Oh yeah, My Hero.
One punch.
I mean, we even got Deku in here.
We always have that.
Listen, I don't want one.
Okay, so wait.
The opening.
Are you saying that Greedent is basically the guy who materializes the food he eats?
Sure, why not?
No, he's no.
But all right. Let's see. Wow, we went almost 2 hours with 2 episodes. Look at that, we did it. We reached our mark.
Oh no, we went 2 hours with.
It's 8 people, okay? It's 8 people, Goggles. Chill.
Listen.
I am.
Not you, Koro. I need to make sure he's listening. Are you listening?
Hey, the Pokepod also is 2 hours, and 2.5, and they only talk about one episode, like, in half of the show, so...
Guess what? They have third
we talked 2 hours for 2 episodes. We are solid, valid, so... Stop.
And this is why we love you, Koro.
So now we didn't use a list.
Because my logic outsmarts your ranting? Yeah, of course you like
What the fuck? What ranting? What ranting?
Wow, okay,
You want me to-
there's no need to be mean.
I'm going to spit more fireballs than Prudence and Blaziken combined.
I wish I had my OBS.
The fireball.
I wish I had my
Fire
OBS.
bomb.
I wish I had my OBS set up so that me and Cole can get into a fight, but then it says techno. I can't speak today, can I? You get what I'm trying to say? Those fucking moments were like, anyways, it's not funny anymore. All right, we done what we had to do.
Oh yeah.
So, with that being said, we can go ahead and wrap things up for the night. So, before we head out, I have some quick things to say. Yes, there will be a Pokemon tournament. I just don't know when, because college is going to get crazy for the final month. 2.
We'll do it over winter break.
Yeah, we'll do it over winter break. 2. Ow. I'm going to resume on my MMORP soon.
2. Ow.
I hit myself. And 3, we are going to change things up of how we watch Pokemon movies, because what I'm going to do is that we're going to watch them on Twitch, and I'm just going to set them up like that, so that way we can actually get some things done. So that way we could get some movie reviews done, finally. So, with that said, the next movie we will review... We were supposed to review the Mewtwo Return stuff, but no one gave a shit anymore. Myself included.
Hey, don't say it like that. I watched the movie with you. It was your birthday and all. Okay, I'm a bad friend, apparently.
No, it's not you.
And in my defense, I couldn't even enter my building, so I would have been there otherwise.
You couldn't enter your building. It wasn't your place that was in flames.
Well, yeah,
also, there's just one more thing important about this episode, and it's the fact that Go is the only character to have a fully evolved normal rodent. Like, the only character who had a rodent was Clement with Bunnelby, but no
Ash
one had a
temporarily had one.
no one had a
no,
Rattata.
no.
Ash temporarily had one because he traded Raticate. He temporarily had a fully evolved one.
Not, I mean, yeah, but not. He technically had, but not like at the time. So no Rattata, no Sandrat, no Zigzagoon, no Bidoof, no Patrat, and no Yungoos. Like, Go is the. It's not technically the first character to have a fully evolved rodent, but it's the first one who at least matters. Like, it's basically like, oh, Ash had a Beedrill, yeah, whatever.
Hey, I like Beedrill, fuck you. Anyways. Alright, folks. I think I pretty much said everything I need to say. So, with that said, I guess we could go ahead and head out. So, Goro, thank you for joining me.
Anytime, man. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Mediana, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Hopefully I'll be able to do it again at some point in the future when I'm not working.
Red Rose, thank you for joining.
You're most welcome.
Zoro, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. I didn't have to join, but I chose to.
And Zeno, thank you for joining us.
You are very welcome. Also, I'm such a huge fan of Shiny. Can you sign my channel?
No.
Let's see.
Real talk. Thanks for having us. Fun podcast.
All right, thank you.
Alex and Trey were here too, so check them out when you guys can. And I think that's pretty much everybody we got, isn't it? So with that said, we'll see you guys next week when we talk about Cinderace and Lucario's wacky ass adventure. Because I need fucking weed to enjoy that episode.
Yes.
Someone go get me some
Well, but the thing is, the next podcast is going to be 1 hour of Cinderace and Lucario and 4 hours of the preview for Chloe and Eevee.
Oh, who the fuck's... oh, shit, that's right. She's green.
Yeah, because the next episode is going... Everyone just want to focus on the preview for episode 49.
I don't even...
And maybe we will get the summary and the title for episode 50, which will be the last episode of 2020.
Great! Yay!
We're
gonna be done with 2020, guys!
I swear to God, if it's like the most stupidest thing ever.
I want it to be Grookey, but well, Grookey's a Galar Pokemon. They won't do Galar like only one episode.
Galar. We need to go back to like other regions, like you know.
You say that, Kira, but Pokemon Journey is
You know what? I know exactly what episode.
Hey, we're trying to close. We're trying to close off.
Okay, but I know exactly what. I know exactly what. Okay, let's. That's just disrespectful.
Next time on the PokeChat Live, we'll talk.
It will be Dracovic because he was in a poster.
We'll talk about next week's episode of Pokemon.
Take care, everybody. Goodbye.